Alright YouTube, Mr. Crowley here, and today we're building a table for our 3D printer in the lab. We're using concrete block, so it's really stable and absorbs the vibrations from the printer itself. And I'm going to bring you along for this build. This last little bit is just because everyone needs some refreshment. Alright, so here you can see our printer is currently on the floor of our display case, which is fine, it's nice and stable. And my goal is to raise it for a few reasons. One, to make it more eye level with the students as they walk by. And two, to provide storage for the filament and other various things that I will need for the printer underneath the concrete table platform we're building. Second of all, or third of all I guess, I want to have a way to frame student designs and ideas as we build them. So this hopefully will become our bulletin board with student prototypes and projects. So the first step is going to be to map out my design and try and create a plan for how we want to build this structure. It's important to slow down and take the time to articulate what your plan is. This allows the idea that's been inside my head to percolate out through my fingertips and live on the paper, so I have a chance to look and see where I can improve the design before I actually start engineering with the materials that we have. I use time-lapse video in the lab to capture build projects in a way to show all the steps in a condensed format. Here I'm putting on the felt feet to protect the wood part of the display case from the concrete blocks themselves. This is my first time using this particular concrete glue, and I'm looking forward to using more concrete in the lab in the future. Here you can see the glue is not quite set on the second leg for our concrete table. This calls me to reapply and correct the issue. At this point, I realized I had measured our plan to build the table inside the space of the cabinet, but I hadn't taken into consideration the actual opening of the cabinet itself. And so I began to position the table in a spot that I thought would be most conducive as I was using the table on a daily basis to access this 3D printer, but also keep it securely enclosed behind the glass. With the final blocks in place, I decided against gluing the top of the table onto the legs because I was worried about weight should I need to move things at a later date and time. There is a small bit of wobble that I will try and correct later with a less permanent adhesive. Alright friends, so now we have our build complete. We have the 3D printer on top of our concrete platform. Our cork board fits very nicely in front. I like that we're able to display student designs and artwork. And then once I pull this aside, I've got some nice storage spaces beneath. Thanks for tuning in.